I'm a 27-year-old woman, and I still remember every detail of the night that wasn't mine. I was 17 then, a high school senior. Prom season had taken over everything: hallway conversations, group chats, salon appointments booked months ahead. My dream dress, a pale blue satin gown with a delicate lace bodice, had been fitted and was hanging in my closet, zipped up in its bag like it was guarding something sacred. I had paid for every inch of it myself, working at a bookstore after school and a diner on weekends just to afford the dress, the heels, and the hair appointment I'd scheduled weeks in advance.
Mom?
I wasn't just excited. I was nominated for prom court, and people at school kept telling me I had a real shot at prom queen. It felt like I had finally earned something on my own terms. But a week before prom, my mother dropped a bomb. We were sitting at dinner when she announced, like it was common knowledge, that our entire extended family would be gathering for my cousin's engagement dinner. It would be a full formal event, traditional clothes, extended relatives flying in from 3 cities, and it would be on the same night as prom. I asked if it could be moved. My cousin's wedding was still a year away, but my mother shut me down instantly, said the date had already been confirmed with everyone. She said prom was just a vain, Americanized waste of time and told me that family obligations came first. I tried again, offered a compromise. I'd show up for the dinner, stay for a while, and leave in time to make it to prom. She didn't even consider it. She called me selfish for even suggesting it. My father stayed quiet the whole time. When I looked at him for backup, he just mumbled, "Maybe next time," and kept chewing, stunned more than if he'd said no himself. I locked myself in my room that night and didn't come out. My dress stayed zipped in its bag, hanging off the closet door like it was staring at me. My phone buzzed nonstop with group chat messages about prom night plans. I muted them all. My date, his name was Jonah. He played midfield on the soccer team. Actually came to my house the next day. He tried to talk to my mother, to convince her how important it was. I don't know what exactly he said, because she didn't let him pass the porch. She told him I wasn't going and that he should ask someone else. Then she closed the door in his face. The night of prom, I sat at a long table inside a banquet hall, filled with relatives I barely recognized. I was in a maroon traditional outfit that my mother picked for me. I hadn't done my hair. I hadn't worn makeup. I hadn't smiled in hours. My prom dress was still hanging in my room, untouched. My friends were all dressed up, dancing under fairy lights in the gymnasium, while I was stuck eating butter chicken next to my uncle's second wife's cousin, who spent most of the evening showing me baby photos of someone I didn't know. I checked my phone under the table when I thought no one was looking. There were dozens of photos on Instagram already, people arriving, the decorations, the court lineup, someone live streaming the dance floor. I slipped out and locked myself in the bathroom. The walls were pink marble, the light too bright. I cried so hard my chest hurt. That's when my best friend FaceTimed me. I almost declined the call, but she didn't give up. When I finally picked up, she pointed her phone toward the stage. They were announcing prom queen. I didn't even hear my name at first, just the screams. But then someone held up the phone and yelled it, my name, echoing through the gym. A crown was placed on a chair, the one I should have been in. I couldn't even respond. I just stared at the screen while my own coronation happened without me. My best friend kept talking, but I couldn't hear anything anymore. When we finally got home, I stayed in the car. My mother opened the door, saw me with red eyes and mascara on my sleeve, and rolled hers. She told me to stop being dramatic and that no one died, so it wasn't that big of a deal. The next morning, I unzipped the dress bag, touched the fabric once, and put it back. I didn't cry again. I didn't talk about it either, but something in me shifted that night. It was supposed to be mine, and she took it.